The Exorcist TV shows airs on Fox and is based on the 1973 movie by the same name by director William Friedkin. The movie is considered to this day the scariest movie ever made, and for good reason. It still holds up. I had several nights in which I could not sleep after watching this movie. I was 12, of course, when I first watched this movie, so it really impressed me. But still, to this day, the computer graphics and the new technology that came out does not compare or beat what the special effects and makeup that were made in 1973. It still holds up. It's pretty scary. So it's safe to say that The Exorcist is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, scary movie of all time. So when I heard about the TV show that was coming out, I was very excited. I could not wait to see what they were going to do with this amazing story that we had with the movie. Was it going to be based on the movie? Was it going to be a completely different story? Is it a reboot? What was going to happen? At the same time, I started to worry because how are they going to change The Exorcist into a TV show? Are they going to base the entire TV show into one exorcist, one demon? Or are they going to talk about multiple demons and multiple exorcists? So I didn't know what to expect, really, from this show. So the show is based on a family that lives in Chicago, and weird things started happening with them. We have two priests, one which is called Father Marcus, who has been an exorcist all his life. Is called upon to assist and help another priest, Father Tomas, who just happened to be the priest of the parish of the family that has been affected by those weird things. And both priests have completely different personalities. While Father Marcus is a rentless priest who's been doing the exorcist for all his life, Father Tomas is not. He has his own demons he has to work with, but he's very naive and very new to the whole exorcism thing. So going back to what I was talking about, I wasn't sure exactly what to expect from the Exorcist TV show, how we're going to play this the story. And I have to say that I really like the show, but I also believe that because I'm biased, because I love the kind of the subject matter and I love the movie itself. I love it so much. So there's a little bit of bias in me. If people do not like it, I understand why. And here's the problems with the show. Even though I'm biased about it, I realize that the show has problems. The first episode is actually the best one from the whole season because it's the most scary. Is when the creepiest things happen and when it has the biggest plot twist, things that you were not expecting actually happen. There are a few plot twists here and there as well throughout the show, which are pretty good, but the beginning episode is, by my measure, the best one of the whole season. The fact that you see the daughter in the attic acting all creepy and twisting and coming towards Father Marcus with the intent to do harm or kill him is extremely, extremely graphic and creepy. And you don't see anything like that throughout the rest of the season. Not at all. The rest of the season you get mostly exorcisms from her. Having said that, after that, as I said, the show's still good, but it runs into several problems. One is they have to stretch out the story. They start talking about the daughter having, the priest having to waiting for the daughter to manifest the demon at a certain point so they can perform the exorcist, when this is not really something that was explained in the movies or even that makes much sense, as in just let's just wait until the demon's stronger to start exorcising him. The other thing that they talk about is integration, which means that the spirit itself of the demon takes complete hold of the person they're possessing, and they're running against that. So they took some liberties over here with the story, and I understand, because it's really hard to spread out one exorcism throughout the whole season. And to be fair, most of the first season is about one exorcism. The daughter, she runs away, and I'm sorry, I forgot the name of her right now, but the daughter there is possessed in the family. She runs away, and they have to find her, and they try to send her to the hospital, and she runs away, and the priests go to jail because they're performing the exorcism, and the police and the rest of the family doesn't believe that she's possessed, that she's being mistreated, and all that. So they did what they could with that story. But again, it's stretched out. You feel like this is something, an exorcism is something that they could have done it in one episode or two, maybe the most, and really focus on it and really made it creepy. That's what really was good about the movie, was that they really focus on the exorcism. Every time you see Linda Blair in the movie, she is scarier, she's creepier, and her transition into becoming a demon, she gets uglier and she gets scarier. Every time you see the demon, it's scarier. You don't get that progression over here in the TV show. As I said, it's too stretched out throughout many chapters, many episodes, and it's not that scary. Her transition is just, it doesn't get that scary because you see so much of her, and she does so many little things up until the point that she actually is possessed. As I said, if they just kept to the first episode when she's in the attic and she's attacking Father Tomas and just moved on from there and did the Exorcist and just focus on that, I think, in my opinion, that would be much better. The second major problem that I found with the show is that they humanize the demon. They actually have an actor play the demon, a human actor, of course a human actor, but an actor that looks like a human playing the demon itself. You see him as a person, and I understand what they're going with that. They show it, the relationship between the possessed girl and the demon itself, which is fine, and I understand that, but again,
that wasn't weird.
That takes away from the scary factor. Again, you're humanizing the demon. You're making him less of a mystery, of a threat, less of a unknown form, and just some spirit of an old guy trying to take over her. And it's not, it banalizes it, it humanizes the demon. It doesn't make it scary. The third problem that we found through this is that they have a side story to that, in which the church is involved in the demon cult, as you call it. There are several people that are infested and possessed from different demons, and there's a whole cult and a whole lot of people trying to obtain a gain for this demon. You never know exactly what is the final goal of the cult, but it seems like they want to kill the Pope. For what reason, nobody knows. But the church is involved in that. You assume because they want to take over the church and make the church itself a demon-like cult in disguise. So you think that's not explained very well, but again, what that does is banalize the whole plot. If lots of people are possessed and you're having lots of demons running around, and you're having demons that are look like humans, and people just running around committing murders because they're possessed. Again, it takes away from being a special thing, not a rare occurrence. It seems like in every corner of the city in Chicago, there's somebody that is possessed by demons. What makes The Exorcist special is that it's that one event that is really not common and is very unbelievable and is very rare and it's very severe.
I'm crying, so that wasn't weird.
It's very critical. The Exorcist TV show, on the other hand, does not do that. It banalizes it by making several people possessed, by stretching out the possession and the exorcisms for way too many chapters, which doesn't make for a very compelling story. But again, as I said, it's a very hard subject to tackle. How you're gonna make a whole TV show based on that. So the way I see it is you probably should not have made a TV show out of that. Honestly, I hope they continue the TV show, and I know this is contradictory what I'm saying, but I love the subject and I'm biased, and I hope they continue. But I really hope that maybe they should have made like a mini series, like 2 or 3 chapters, or just use a TV show like they use it in England. They make 3 or 4 chapters of the TV show per series and just focus the whole premises into one exorcist and made it really, really scary. I don't know if they're going to have a season 2 or not, and I'll be... there's certain aspects that can go on with the story, as I said, with the whole cult taking over the church and making the demons the lords of the church and all that, but I don't know if that's really the way this show should go. I hope it continues, but I don't think it should, and I hope the best for the show, and I hope it surprises me, and we find out that the next season is even better than the first one because they have a better grasp of what they're going to do from now on. I just hope they keep it scary and keep it focused and not just go everywhere with it. Now I would like to hear from you. What do you think of the Exorcist TV show? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Should it continue? Should it end? Does it deserve a season 2? I don't know. Let me know. I hope you enjoyed this review, and as always, I love you very much, and goodbye.